We like old adverts.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of We Like Old Adverts. Thanks for joining us. Today we've got some belters, but we're going to start with one I like to call the Durex brand.
Has he got? He's filling the condom.
He is, yeah.
Wow.
And he's only just met her as well. So are we to imply that he's prematurely ejaculated?
It feels like he's gone off too early, doesn't it?
It does. He's wearing a condom just in case. Just all the time.
It's not for sexual protection, it's for trouser protection. I think he's just got it on. And then he sees her and he's like, oh. And then
trouser protection. This commercial's banned in America, wasn't it? Is that all it takes? It's that
Kinder Eggs are banned in America, mate.
Kinder Eggs?
You know? Yeah, that's right.
Because it translates as child egg, and that's weird.
I think so. Yeah.
You need to see it through to full term. You can't have it as just an egg. We might cut that. Yeah, it's a funny one that was banned in America. Aren't we meant to be the prudish ones? I mean, surely people know that folk go out on dates to have sex.
Yeah, it's a strange one, isn't it? I can't even fathom why that might have been the case. But I think it's a really fun idea for an advert. If you were in that advert and then it got banned somewhere, I'd be annoyed about that. I'd love to. I would happily have played one of those jizz. Is jizz singular?
Jai for one.
One of those jai. Yeah. And also, I like that one of them's got a moustache before it hits the condom. It's like, this is all the kids you could have and who they might grow into. This one's got a little tash.
Yeah, this one's a little Bruce Grobbelaar.
I think it's rotten that the sperms have watches. They look at for something that only lasts a couple of hours, that's a cruel gift. That's like giving a dog a dairy milk.
Isn't it imperative, though, that they are aware of time so they can get to the egg?
Jim, you've changed my mind on that. It's an excellent gift for a sperm.
Surely they should all have like swimmers' bodies, shouldn't they? They should all look like Phelps.
Well, I don't know.
Only one of them wins the race.
The ones at the front, I often wonder if it's possible that there's like a pile up and one of the rubbish ones gets through. When I'm having a particularly bad day and I'm frustrated at my own limitations, I'm like, that must be what's happened here. Why can't I get my shoes off? You know what I mean? Like,
I was thinking you were talking about sexy time. That's why I was laughing so much. I mean, that is a big Johnny, isn't it?
It's huge.
Massive. That's just showing off on a date, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, quite, yeah.
And it's tight on me, so.
It's Dominic Cooper, isn't it? Before he was famous.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good on him, that.
His own sperms defeat him. He's flattened by his own semen.
Yeah, they rush crazy.
Out.
Yeah, that is an unpleasant... it's like watching a nightmare.
Yeah, that is a good interpretation of this. It is like a nightmare because it's in a kind of nondescript yet medieval European town.
Yeah, it's very quiet as well. It's obviously at the moment we're in the pandemic, so there's nobody out on the streets. But this was shot way before that.
But this advert I've seen this ad before. I remember it being on telly because we didn't ban it in this country. But it used to have the song "Feelings" playing over the top that was covered by The Offspring. Now, you can ignore me the live long day, but don't you dare turn a blind eye to Dexter Holland, Noodles, all the rest of the lads.
You know, Dexter Holland's Wikipedia page is something else. You know, he's also like a very well-respected scientist.
Biochemist, isn't he? Yeah.
On the side.
Like Brian May. Him and Brian May, the rock star scientists.
Is Brian May a scientist as well?
Yeah, and Brian Cox.
Astronomer, not astrologer. He's an astronomer, yeah.
And Brian Cox as well. All three of them.
From
They should
D
start a
Ream.
band together.
Oh, that'd be good.
Tony Blair on guitar, Bill Clinton on sax. I just want them
Science
involved.
Boys.
Science boys.
Science Squad.
I think Dominic Cooper is playing a dangerous game because he's wearing a denim jacket and chinos. That is risky. That's risky.
Maybe he just didn't want to go double denim. And you got to respect people that don't want to do that. But I think
Chinos, though, when you're a premature ejaculator like this fella, an idea.
Well, that's why he's got his condom on con.
Oh, yeah.
That was really satisfying to say.
everything.
That's why he's got his
Everything.
condom on con.
Where's her egg in all this?
Sorry, that's
That
why
egg
Dom's
must-
got his condom on con.
Her egg must be enormous. It's like, are they saving the egg
Big
for the
egg.
coil ad?
Yeah, is there? Maybe there's a sort of an equivalent Femidom ad that we just haven't found because it's been banned everywhere, even on YouTube, because people are weird about that if it's women for some reason.
So next up, we've had a lovely little recommendation from a fella called Gerald Clark, a lovely man from the north of Ireland called Northern Ireland. And this is for the Golden Cow brand.
Hey guys, Gerald here. Northern Ireland has some really truly delightful adverts. So here's one that I haven't been able to stop quoting for about 20 years. Cheers, fellas.
And you can forget about watching that telly.
What happened to you?
He's only gone and got himself into another fight at school today.
Not to worry. Is that a Siamese fighting fish?
Aye.
They fight with all the other fish, don't they?
No, Granddad. Just the other males.
Oh. Is that why he's all alone?
I think I've got something in my eye.
Oh, lovely.
It's a beauty, is that in it?
It's dusty.
Tell ya.
That is one of my favourite adverts that we've had.
It's good, isn't it?
That Grandad, I think it helps that the Grandad has the same accent that my Grandad did.
Yeah.
It's like the closest to an actual Mike Lee ad we've had. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm devastated. I want to know what happens. Does he change his ways? Who knows?
I love it because they've bought him a Siamese fighting fish for the opportunity to this teaching moment to come up, and it has.
Yeah.
Nailed it. And he's got some lovely toast, and he has nailed that toast. That's perfect.
Well, they say
That's perfectly brown to
they
me.
make out that he's got toast, but when he's looking at them fish, he's clearly eating nachos.
It's not made it for his grandson. Has it?
Yeah, that's what's really funny about it. Yeah, you think he's going to? He's like, I'm just going to have some toast and like share some wisdom. Also, there's so much I love, but I love that he opens the door and he's just like, he's eyeballing his fish, thinking about what he's done.
Yeah.
I don't know that kid's learned. He looks a scrappy kid. I think
He
he's
does.
Doesn't he? Well
Yeah, yeah.
cast, very well
Yeah.
cast. That rag.
And also, we don't know who started it, do we?
Yeah, he could have been
true.
beaten up.
He might have just been defending himself, which I imagine that Granddad would have some things to say about.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something though. That man's mustache and butter on toast do not mix.
No.
I've had a mustache with toast before, and there's one option: you can't wash it off. You've got to shave it because it stinks afterwards. You're like, oh god, I can smell that crumpet from 7 days ago. What's going on? I've washed 12 times since I've eaten that.
How do you eat
wash
out
your
of like a
mustache.
trough, Connell?
Yeah, I eat like I put stuff there and go until it's all gone. You know me, Jim.
Yeah. So the Connell brand.
Yeah.
The lad's fish tank's big enough.
Yeah.
Massive. He's a lucky boy, isn't he?
He is a lucky boy, and that's why he shouldn't be getting into trouble. But again,
Yeah, true. Well,
I'd
that's
like
easier
to
said than done,
hear the
James.
other side of the story.
Yeah.
Why
I
is
like-
Grandad polishing his shoes at 3:30 in the afternoon? I want to know. That's a morning job if ever I've seen
Yeah.
one.
Especially for a granddad, because he would have got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and put like
Yeah.
10 layers on.
Yeah,
So-
doing them at 10 in the morning would be his afternoon.
Exactly.
I like his
And why ain't
sidles.
Grandad in his own house? Go
Yeah.
home, Grandad. That's what I'd say when I got in. Oh, what's he been up to? Go home, Grandad. Stop judging me about fighting.
Yeah, and he
Learn it off you
sidles up to
anyway.
him next to the fish tank and says, is that a Siamese fighting fish? It's like, well, you obviously know already, Granddad.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't ask me the question if you definitely know.
Yeah, he was expecting a lot of knowledge from the kid, which he luckily did have.
Yeah.
Because a lot of in another take, that might have just been like, "What are you on about, Granddad? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of fish it is."
Let's not overlook
go
the
away.
mum, though. Is there an advert BAFTA? Because if there is, she should be nominated at least. Yeah, I was
Very good.
convinced. He's been fighting again. Yeah, I liked her.
I liked
She's
her.
great.
He's only gone and got himself into another fight at school today.
I
Very
don't like them
familiar.
making out that all granddads are wise. I'm not buying that. I met my
I'd like to hear more.
My granddad once slapped me because he told me I'd lost a microchip out of his Walkman. Do you know what happened? I'd used the batteries. I'd run out the batteries. Yeah. Yeah, so not all granddads are relatable in this advert.
How do I not know that story? We had the same granddad.
He gave me
lost
the
the
Walkman
microchip.
as well. He said, "Here, Connell, you look bored today," because I were at his house for no reason. You look bored
You've
today.
been fighting.
Why don't you listen to some tapes on my Walkman? All right, I will do. Put them on. An hour later, batteries ran out. But I think this is run out of batteries, Grandad. You've lost a bloody microchip, you idiot. What's going on? And I were sad and scared. And then he rang me up later and went, "I found the microchip and I
No.
put it back in."
No
Like,
way.
You think I'm buying that? You liar. You lying old man.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so that's
amazing.
Grandad's for you. Liars.
Yeah.
And next up, final advert of the episode is from a toy line called Secret Sam. I don't know much about it, but it's old.
Your assignment, danger. Your mission, find the master spy. Your weapon, Secret Sam. Through Secret Sam's periscope, you see him, but he can't see you. You locate the master spy, you talk to him, and Secret Sam's hidden camera is taking his picture right now. Suddenly you're discovered. Secret Sam fires bullets from inside the case. Secret Sam has barrel extension. Special missile sends message to your partner. Mission accomplished. You hand over real photograph. Secret Sam with periscope, message missile, rifle stock, barrel extension, even shoots through this carrying case. And this real camera that works in secretly or out. Takes real photos. Secret Sam. Secret Sam.
Isn't that great?
It looks a
Yeah.
lot like a gun, doesn't it?
It looks a lot
Yeah,
like a
is it a
gun,
real
and
gun?
and it also looks like a little pervert kit, doesn't it? Takes real photos, but no one would ever know.
Yeah, little periscope.
Yeah,
It's a weird one that it takes real. Can you imagine getting them printed? What do you take these pictures on? A briefcase.
Oh, there's so much going on in it as well.
Yeah.
Everything in it looks fake. Like even the sort of the floor that he's on at one point looks plastic for some reason. I also love the kid who's like just like, yes, I am.
Yeah.
He's well cast, and he's an actual child. He looks like an adult
Yeah.
somehow.
But he is a
looks like
master
something out
spy.
of
So
Sopranos.
Yeah.
I like the assignment. Your assignment, danger. That's not a good name for a covert mission. Operation Don't Fancy Your Chances much.
Yeah. I also love the message missile.
Yeah.
We're all pretty sick of being chained to our phones as we are. I think we should replace WhatsApp with message missiles.
I know
Technology would probably
exactly.
be, make it a bit easier now.
I know
even for-
exactly what would have been drawn on my message missile, and it had been a cock. Definitely. Like, fire that over at John over there.
I like the thought of that. You two as kids firing cocks at each other, taking surreptitious photos, for no
Losing
real
the
reason.
microchip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get given guns as presents when you were kids? It's like I think my dad
Yeah.
used to. I think he'd buy my brother and I guns for Christmas now if he could. He just loved it, and it's a thing that has gone through the ages, isn't it? And it's actually pretty dark, and I wonder if it's still the case. If you've got kids and you've ever bought them a gun, let us know.
I don't want to hear from those people, Jim.
Yeah, well, it's good to know that they know who we are. It's
We're
safer,
the
isn't
libtard
it?
enemies. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but I don't know. It just it conjures a world of play so well, doesn't it? That advert, you can completely see how you might see that and go, "Yeah, I'm going to pretend to be a spy for a bit," because it's really well acted by the kid that's playing Secret Sam when he shoots that gun. He's done that before,
And that's what we've learned from Secret Sam. So thanks very much for watching this episode of We Like Old Adverts. If you've learned anything, let us know in the comments. I thought I'd get one of those YouTube things in there. Comments, likes, subscribes, shares, Facebooks, Twitter. You know the drill. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.